tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair and stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? Albert Mooney says he loves her, all the boys are fighting for her. They're up at the door, they're ringing the bell, saying, oh my true love, are you well? I hope she comes as white as snow, rings on her fingers, bells and toes. Oh, Johnny Mary said she'll die if she doesn't get the fella with the roving eye. I tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair and stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? Let the wind and the rain and the hail blow high, let the snow come tumbling from the sky. She's as nice as apple pie, she'll get her own man by and by. When she does get a lad of her own, she won't tell her ma when she gets home. Let them all come as they will, for it's Albert Mooney she loves still. I tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair and stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? I tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair and stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she?
As I was going over the far famed Kerry Mountains, I met with Captain Farrell, and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol, and I then produced my rapier, saying, stand and deliver, for he were a bold deceiver. Mushering dum-a-doo-dum-a-da, whack for me daddy-o, whack for me daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money, and it made a pretty penny. I put it in me pockets, and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would deceive me, but the devil take the women, for they never can be easy. Mushering dum-a-doo-dum-a-da, whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I went up to my chamber, all for to take a slumber. I dreamt of gold and jewels, and for sure it was no wonder. But Jenny drew me charges, and she filled them up with water, then sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. Mushery dum-a-doo-dum-a-da, whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. 'Twas was early in the morning, just before I rose to travel. Up comes a band of footmen, and likewise Captain Farrell. I first produced my pistol, for she'd stolen away me rapier, but I couldn't shoot the water, so prisoner I was taken. Mushery dum-a-doo-dum-a-da, whack for the daddy-o, whiskey in the jar. Tis me brother in the army. If I can find a station in Cork or in Killarney, and if he'll go with me, we'll go roving in Kilkenny, and I'm sure he'll tweak me better than the old sporting's enemy. Mushering dum-a-doo-dum-a-da, whack for me, daddy-o, whack for me, daddy-o, there's a whiskey in the jar. Mushering dum-a-doo-dum-a-da, whack for me, daddy-o, whack for me, daddy-o, there's a whiskey in the jar. As I stumbled home on Monday night, as drunk could be, I saw an e-scooter by the door where my old bike used to be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns that scooter by the door where my old bike should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see that's a lovely bike that me mother sent to me. Well, I've wandered many roads, 100 miles and then some more, but any bike with no pedals sure I've never saw before. As I came home on Tuesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a pair of Air Max trainers where my old trainers used to be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns those Air Max trainers where my old trainers should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see that's a lovely pair of flower pots that me mother sent to me. Well, I wandered many roads, 100 miles and then some more, but laces in flower pots sure I never saw before. As I came home on Wednesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a strange vape on the charger where my old vape should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns that vape on the charger where my old vape should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see that's a lovely Apple Watch that me mother sent to me. Well, I wandered many roads, 100 miles and then some more, but the jewels in a watch sure I never saw before. As I came home on Thursday night, as drunk could be, I saw a new iPhone on the table where my Samsung should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns that iPhone on the table where my old Samsung should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see that's a lovely new iPad that me mother sent to me. Well, I've wandered many roads, 100 I've never saw before. Raise the roof tonight. Can hammer down till the cows come home. We've got whiskey in the jar, and we're not alone. The barman's pouring fast, the creek is running wild. Every mammy's daughter's got the devil in her smile. Michelle's on the squeeze box, Katie's got the reel. Someone's lost a shoe, but the dancing's still unreal. The old one's telling stories, the young one's telling lies, but every heart is beating to the same sweet Irish rhyme. So raise the roof tonight, let the rafters ring. Clap your hands and stamp your feet and make the whole pub sing. From Galway to the Glens, from the Liffey to the Lee, we're alive, Shed meal found it to the spree. Hey, hey, ho! Up she rises, hey, hey. No more disguises, every tear forgotten in the foam of a good pint. Raise the roof tonight. Hey. Your man from Cork is swearing he can dance like Michael Flatley. 2 steps in his sideways, Jesus, someone catch him gently. The girls are linking arms, now the boys are 3 feet high. We're bouncing like the waves on a Connemara sky. Hey. No boss, no clock, no Monday morning dread, just fiddles flying faster than the thoughts inside your head. If the guards come knocking, say we're only having fun, they'll end up dancing too before the night is done. So raise the roof tonight, let the rafters ring. Clap your hands and stamp your feet and make the whole pub sing. From Donegal to Dingle, from the mountains to the sea, we're alive, slain to you and me. Hey, hey, ho! Up she rises, hey, ho! Paradise is right here in this madness with your people by your side. Raise the roof tonight. Hey! One for the road, sure there's no road home tonight. We'll drink to absent friends and to the morning light, to love and to the fight and to the ones who bring the noise. Here's to every Irish heart and every Irish voice. So raise the roof tonight till the sun comes sneaking in. We'll still be laughing when the new day does begin. From every town and village, every county, every soul, we lift our glass together, let the good times roll. Hey, hey, ho! Up she rises, hey, ho! Heaven's right beside us, one more time before we fall into the light. Raise the roof tonight, hey!
In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone as she wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, 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 oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, 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 muscles. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and muscles, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and muscles, alive, alive, oh.
To the streets of Dublin town, we've carried the flame through the centuries down. They planted their flags, they drew their red lines, but the spirit of Ireland was never their kind. They built their big barracks, they wrote their cruel laws, took our land and our language, gave us nothing but cause. Yet every generation rose up with the cry, Chucky Allah, our day will come by and by. Ireland, Ireland, proud and free once more. The green still burns, we'll settle the score. No crown, no union, no foreign king's crown. Brits out, get the hell out of our town. From the Boyne to the band, from the Liffey to the Lee. This island belongs to the likes of you and me. Of the rebels, of the green, Britannia's yoke will never be seen. Hey! They call it partition, we call it a chain, a scar on the nation, a wound and a stain. They drew it with bayonets, they drew it with lies, but the heart of the people still looks to the skies. We're the sons of the cruppies, the bold Fenian men, the volunteers, the hunger strikers will rise once again. With a harp in our hands and a fire in our eye, we'll sing till the black and tan bastards all die. Ireland, Ireland, proud and free once more. The green still burns, we'll settle the score. No crown, no union, no foreign king's crown. Brits out, get the hell out of our town. From the Boyne to the band, from the Liffey to the Lee. This island belongs to the likes of you and me. Of the rebels, of the green, Britannia's yoke never be seen. So raise up the tricolor, let the heart ring true. We're not asking for mercy, we're coming for you. One island united, no border, no shame. We'll finish the business our forefathers began. Ireland, Ireland, proud and free once more. The green still burns, we'll settle the score. No surrender, no quarter, no crown shall remain. Brits out, forever, come on, let's sing it again. Brits out, get the fuck out of our land. Chucky Allah, Harry Saw, free at last. Wait. In the soft rain of Connemara, where the mountains kiss the sky, I met a lass with eyes like starlight, and she stole my heart away. We walked the borings hand in hand beneath the blooming May, but the hunger drove me from her arms on a cold and bitter day. Oh, the girl I left in Connemara, me heart is breaking still, for the fields are green without her, and the nights are awful chill. Fare thee well, my own true love, may the angels guard thee well, till I return across the water, or in heaven we shall dwell. The ship she sailed from Galway Bay, with sorrow in her hold. I stood upon the heaving deck, my tears like rivers rolled. She waved a scarf of Kerry blue until the land was gone. Now every wave that crashes speaks her name from dusk till dawn. Oh, the girl I left in Connemara, me heart is breaking still, for the fields are green without her, and the nights are awful chill. Fare thee well, my own true love, may the angels guard thee well, till I return across the water, or in heaven we shall dwell. In foreign lands I labor hard beneath the burning sun, but dreams return me to her side when the working day is done. If God should call me homeward soon, I'll seek her out once more, and lay me down beside her there on Connemara's shore. When boyhood's fire was in my blood, I read of ancient freemen of Greece and Rome who bravely stood, 300 men and 3 men. And then I prayed I yet might see our fetters rent in twain, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. A nation once again, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. And from that time through wildest woe, that hope has shone a firelight, nor could love's brightest summer glow outshine that solemn starlight. It seemed to watch above my head through foreign fields and fame. Its angel voice sang round my bed, a nation once again. A nation once again, a nation once again, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. I grew from boy to man, I bent me to my bidding,
my spirit of each selfish plan and cruel passion ridding. For thus I hope someday to wake, nor can such hope be vain, when my dear country shall be made a nation once again. A nation once again, a nation once again, an Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. A nation once again, a nation once again, an Ireland long a province be, a nation once again.
Was a man called Sean O'Toole from the hills of Donegal. He drank more stout than any lad and never feared a fall. One stormy night in Murphy's pub, the clock struck 10:30. The door flew open with a gust and in stepped Death himself, amen. The grim reaper stood all in black, his scythe is shining bright. He pointed at old Sean and said, your time is up tonight. You've lived too long, you've drunk too much, your soul is coming with me. But Sean just laughed and raised his glass. Sit down, you bony gypsy. Slang tip to Sean, the man who wouldn't go. He danked the reaper under the table, don't you know? Pints of porter, shots of poitin', round after round they flew. And by the morning light, Death said, Sean, I spare ya, yes to you. The reaper sat upon his stool, his cloak hung on a peg. Sean bought him a pint of the black stuff and said, take us up your leg. Death took a sip, then another, then a third for good measure. His skull began to grin real wide. This stuff is pure pleasure. Sean matched him drink for drink, told tales of fights and lassies fair. The reaper laughed so hard his bones are rattled in the chair. I came for souls to death with a hick, but this beer's brand and strong. Sean Winkpin said, another round, you'll be singing this song. Slime to Sean, the man who cheated fate, outdrank the grim reaper. Now ain't that great? From the gates of hell to the bar of heaven's gate, Death raised his glass and cried, yea, when, ya drunken maid. By closing time the pub was quiet, the barman locked the door. The reaper swayed upon his feet, he'd never drunk before. He tried to stand but fell right down, his scythe clattered to the floor. Sean helped him up and said, go on, you're not collecting more. Death rubbed his skull and gave a sigh, I thought I'd take you quick, but with a lever like yours, lad, you're tougher than a brick. Live another 50 years, drink all the stout you please, just save a pint for me next time, and mind the bloody feast. So raise your glass to Sean O'Toole, the legend of the night, who stared down death and bought him stout till the morning light. Slying to the stubborn Irish who can drink the reaper dry, and if he comes for ye tomorrow, tell him Sean's buying goodbye. And if you see the reaper stumbling home at break of day, just buy him one more pint, lads, and he'll let you stay. Here's to Sean, may we all see death with a good laugh and a better pint.
and tanks and guns came to take away our sons. But every man must stand behind the men behind the wire. Through the little streets of Belfast, in the dark of early morn, British soldiers came a-running, wrecking little homes with scorn. Hear the sobs of crying children, dragging fathers from their bed. Watch the scene as helpless mothers watch the blood fall from their head. Hey! Armored cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons. But every man must stand behind the men behind the wire. Not for them a judge and jury, or indeed a crime at all. But being Irish means they're guilty, so we're guilty one and all. Round the world the truth will echo, Cromwell's men are here again. England's name again is sullied in the eyes of honest men. Armored cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons. But every man must stand behind the men behind the wire. Proudly march behind our banner, proudly march behind our men. We will have them free to help us build a nation once again. On the people step together, proudly marching on your way. Never feared, never faltered, till the boys come home to stay. Armored cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons. But every man must stand behind the men behind the wire. Armored cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons. But every man must stand behind the men behind the wire.
Down through the glen one Easter dawn, toward the city gates I came, when columns of determined men in ordered ranks marched on the same. No shanty cry, no drumbeat rolled, no soldiers' call I knew, only the Angelus over the Liffey's hush told soft in the morning dew. They raised their banner over Dublin's roofs, a pledge both fierce and sure. To fall at home on Irish ground is better than wars obscure. From Meath's wide fields they hurried in, young hearts both strong and true, while empire ships with iron mouths cut through the silver dew. The night grew dark, the rifle spoke, and false old Albion swayed. A sudden fire and flashing steel-lit rails where rebels stayed. By every blade a whisper rose for Ireland to come through, and at first light still the tricolour stood firm in the drifting dew. It was England sent our excise force so smaller lands might stand, yet they lie alone by distant shores and foreign strips of sand. Had they stood beside Pierce that week or marched with Brugga too, their names would rest where heroes sleep beneath the morning dew. The bravest fell and the tolling bell rang low through street and square, for those who died that Easter tide in the young year's hopeful air. The world looked on in quiet awe at that fateful chosen few, who fought so like that freedom might break through the shadowed dew. The
shadowed you. Back home through the glen once more, my heart worn thin with pain, for I had left behind brave souls I would not meet again. Yet in my dreams I walk those streets and bow my head for you, for bondage fled, oh honor dead, when you fell in the morning dew.
They say he's gone, they say he's done, but trouble's only just begun. From Cork to Clare, the stories run. He's dancing in the rain.
Some say the devil is dead, but I saw him down in Killarney, with a pint in his hand and a beat in his head. He's joined the British Army.
Line kicks right in. From Dublin town to Galway Bay, you'll hear the people say, the devil's marching but we'll play. We'll dance our cares away.
Some say the devil is dead, but he's singing in the rave with me. From the fields of green to the London streets, he's dancing wild and free. Some say he's gone for good, but the music set him free. The devil's dead, the devil's dancing to the sound of liberty. The devil of liberty. To the sound of liberty.
Where we rise, we laugh, we sing. The devil's dead. The devil's dead.
Long live the rain. Long live the rain. Long live the rain. Long live the rain. Long live the rain.
The clock says 1:30, but who's counting anyway? We've got porter in the veins and the devil's here to play. Maggie's got her dancing shoes, she's tearing up the floor, while Paddy's buying rounds again, he swears it's only 4. The barman's laughing tears, the till is singing sweet. Someone's spilling stout, but Jesus, it smells like victory. The old lad in the corner's got a story for the ages, but we're too busy roaring to listen to the sages. The night's still young and so are we. Hearts on fire while the glass, let the good times roll in mass. From the hills of Kerry to the streets of Belfast town, we'll dance till the sun comes crashing down. Hey-de-ho, up we go, slanted to the crew. The night's still young and the Craig is coming through. Your one from Donegal is swearing she can outdrink the lads. 3 whiskies down and she's still steady, mad respect for that. The twins from Limerick started singing rebel songs. Now half the pubs in stitches and the other half sings along. No worries for tomorrow, no Monday in our sight. We're living for the moment underneath these stringy lights. If the neighbors start complaining, just invite them in for one. They'll be dancing on the tables before the song is done. The night's still young and so are we. Hearts on fire, wild and free. Stamp your feet and raise your glass, let the good times roll in mass. From the cliffs of Moher to the lights of Dublin Bay, we'll keep the party raging till the break of day. Hey-de-ho, up we go, you go slanted to the crew. The night's still young, what else you gonna do? Here's to the lovers, the fighters, the dreamers in between. To every soul who's laughing like they've never seen. To friends we've lost along the way, we'll raise a glass on high and keep the fire burning bright until the morning sky. The night's still young and so are we. Hearts on fire, wild and free. Clap your hands and shout it loud with the proudest, maddest crowd from every corner of the land, from every soul TC. We lift our voices, one big family. Hey-de-ho, up we go, forever we'll pursue. The night's still young, and so are you. Have you got no fucking homes of your own? For 800 years we fought you without fear, and we will fight you for 800 more. We want to see old Ireland free once more. So go on home, British soldiers, go on home. Have you got no fucking homes of your own? For 800 years we fought you without fear, and we will fight you for 800 more. For the cause, we'll never bow to soldiers, because throughout our history we were born to be free. So get out, British bastards, leave us be. So go on home, British soldiers, go on home. Have you got no fucking homes of your own? For 800 years we fought you without fear, and we will fight you for 800 more. Have you got no fucking homes of your own? For 800 years we fought you without fear, and we will fight you for 800 more. by the banks of the Lee, where the salmon were leaping and the hawthorn in bloom. Her hair was the colour of ripe barley sheaves, and her laugh cut the silence like bells in a room. We danced at the crossroads till the stars turned to grey, swore we'd be wed when the harvest was done. But the landlord came calling with papers and threats, and she sailed for America, my light, my one. Oh, the road to Kilkelly is long and it's cold, and the wind carries nothing but the name that I hold. She's gone across water to a land far away, and I'm left with the silence where her footsteps would play. Hey! Steady for the first year or two, in her hand careful writing, the ink stained with tears. She spoke of the cities, the noise and the new, but the words grew more distant with the turn of the years. Then the last one arrived on a wet autumn day. She'd married a stranger, a good honest man. She wished me the best in the softest of ways, and begged me to love her the way that I can. Oh, the road to Kilkelly is long and it's cold, and the wind carries nothing but the name that I hold. She's gone across water to a land far away, and I'm left with a silence where footsteps would play. To the crossroads on the night of the fair, where we laughed in the moonlight, where we promised the world. The fiddles are playing, but the tune isn't there, just the ghost of her voice in the flags that are furled. Have grown heavy, the hair on my head has turned the grey colour of the mist on the hill. I keep her old ribbon tied under my bed, and I whisper her name when the house is too still. They say time is a healer, but the wound never mends. It just learns how to bleed in a quieter way. So I'll carry her memory till my own journey ends, and I'll meet her in heaven, if heaven's that way. Very slow, almost spoken. Oh, the road to Kilkelly is long and it's cold, and the wind carries nothing but the name that I hold. But the name that I hold. She's gone across water, and I'm left forever with the silence she left behind. Into the local on a Friday night so grand. The barman gave a nod and said the usual understand. He tilted up the glass just right, let the surge do its thing. 2/3 full of midnight, then the creamy crown takes wing. That first sip hits like heaven, smooth as silk and deep as sin. Washes all the week away before the night begins. From Dublin town to every county, north and south we sing. There's nothing like a proper pint to make the heart take wing. Oh, the black stuff, Guinness in me hand. Raise it high and drink it down across this lovely land. From the port to the settle, from the first drop to the last. It's the king of all the brews, long may the good times last. Slinte to the creamy head so fine.
But one thing he remembers clear, that pint against the wall. The girls are laughing louder now, the fellas start to sway. When the fiddle kicks in proper, we all dance the night away. No fancy cocktails needed, no champagne or wine, just a dark and velvet beauty that's been perfect since '59. It's fuel for every rebel song, it's comfort for the soul. One more round of Guinness, lads, let the good times roll. Oh, the black stuff, Guinness in me hand. Raise it high and drink it down across this lovely land. From the cliffs to the Liffey, from the glens to Galway Bay, we'll toast till the morning comes to chase the dark away. Slide to the pint that never lies. Guinness brings the magic right into our eyes. Hey ho, let it flow, forever we'll be true. The black stuff's in our veins and we're coming after you. Here's to every pourer who knows the sacred art, to the nitrogen surge and the two-part pour from the heart. To absent friends we lift it slow, to lovers old and new. Guinness keeps the fire burning, that's what families do. Oh, the black stuff, Guinness in me hand. We'll drink it till the rafters shake across this emerald land. No better friend than this dark brew when the session's in full flight. We'll keep on singing Guinness songs from now until the light. Slide, one more time before we part. Guinness in me hand, straight into me heart.
I'm back on the boring, in your warm embrace. You walk the lakeside where the yew trees bend low. Send me pictures of the mist and the Kerry snow. I count the days till I'm homeward bound, to the girl with the soft voice and the ring I found. Oh, the Killarney fires are burning still in the heart of my heart. Against my will, though the miles divide us, love won't fade away. I'll be home for Valentine, come what may. Come what may. The WhatsApp pings at 3:30. Your sleepy miss you means the world to me. One more season then I'll stay for good. Build our dreams by Muckross Wood. Oh, the Killarney fires are burning still in the heart of my heart. Against my will, though the miles divide us, love won't fade away. I'll be home for Valentine's, come what may. Come what may. Come what
Down in Galway town, where the clatterings are gold, we gathered in the Latin Quarter when the night was young and bold. 20 pints were ordered, the fiddles they did play, but Big Mick from the market said, I'll drink the bay away. Oh, raise 'em
session went for hours. The bottom beat like thunder. Mick matched every tune with a pint, what a blunder. The barmaid laughed and said, "You're turning green as kelp." But Mick just burped a rainbow and called for more stout help. By morning light the fiddle stopped, the crowd had all gone home, except for Mick still standing, foam upon his dome. He raised his final pint and roared across the bay so wide, "Go away, you beauty, I've conquered you tonight."
Winters on the fat shore, your hand in mine through every storm we bore. But the doctor's words hang heavy and grey, but your eyes still smile in the same old way. You drive to Letterkenny, you and I watch the gorse bloom under a lonesome sky. You rest your head on the window pane, whisper I'm still here through joy and pain. And the Donegal dawn keeps breaking through, red and gold for me and you. No tide can take what we made our own in this wild heart. You're never fades on Marlin Head, I'll carry your laughter when I'm loved instead. Till we meet again on some distant sky, hand in hand in that better land. And the Donegal dawn keeps breaking through, red and gold for me and you. No tide can take what we've made our own in this wild heart. You're never alone.
Atlantic roars. We stood on the edge in the mist and the pouring showers, your hand in mine as the gulls cried overhead. You whispered you'd wait though the world pulled us apart instead. Oh, the cliffs of Moher, they witnessed my pain. The waves crashed below like the tears in the rain. My love sailed away on a ship from the bay and left me to wander these cliffs night and day. I walked the old path where we carved our names in stone. The wind steals the letters but the ache lingers on. The puffins take flight as the sun sinks low, and every horizon reminds me you're gone. Oh, the cliffs of Moher, they witness my pain. The waves crash below like the tears in the rain. My love sailed away on a ship from the bay and left me to wander these cliffs night and day. If the sea ever gives back what it took from me, I climb to the top and call out your name free. Till then I'll keep vigil where the ocean meets sky, hoping one day you'll return, or I'll lay down and die. On Valentine's Day in Connemara's green, we wandered the paths where the rhododendrons bloom. By Kylemore's a lake so silver and serene, I gave you my heart in that sacred room. The abbey stands like a dream from old, built for a love that never grew cold. Your smile outshone the morning's gold, my darling, my story, my soul to hold. Oh, love of mine in Kylemore so fair, with the 12 bends guarding our vow. I love you beyond all compare, till the wild swans cease their flight somehow. Valentine's light on the Gothic spire, you're the rose in my heart's own fire. By the abbey walls, my one desire, forever yours, my heart's empire. Through the Victorian garden we strolled hand in hand, past the waterfall's gentle song. You said this place was made for lovers grand, and in your arms I knew I belonged. Oh, love of mine in Kylemore so fair, with the 12 bends guarding our vow. I love you beyond all compare, till the wild swans cease their flight somehow. lockdown days. You and Cladam are lost in a haze. Swap songs and stories till the morning light. Then you said, come west, love, make it right. Now we walk the Spanish Arch hand in hand. Salt wind in our hair, gold on the sand. But the rent is rising, the jobs are thin. Still your laugh pulls me through the din. Oh, the Galway threads are weaving tight through the storms and the soft starlight. No matter the worry, no matter the fight, you're my harbor, my heart's delight, my heart's delight. Love, my heart's delight. We light a candle in the old stone church. Ask the Atlantic to ease the search for a life together, simple and true. Just me and you, love me and you.